Did you know that water has memory? In a very similar way that we have memory. I'm sure that you did know that most of what we're made up of is water, and that this whole kind of ecosystem that we're existing in, internally and externally, has a lot to do with water. Now, I'm not a world-class scientist. I'm kind of just a dude who likes energy and likes talking about it. But that being said, I do think science is pretty cool too. And so if you're interested in this, look up, there's this experiment where if you just search like water crystal, positive, negative energy, something along those lines, you're totally going to find it instantly. And what this essentially is to sum it up, this dude is being mean to his water. And this is a scientist, by the way. He's like giving it bad vibes, basically, giving it bad energy, saying mean things to it. And then he takes water and says really good, positive affirmations to it. Thank you. I love you. So appreciative of you. You're the best water. You're doing such a good job. And then he takes both these separate waters and he freezes them after giving them all this energy, because when he freezes it, then he's able to look at it under the microscope in a little bit different of a way. And what he finds is that the water that he was super kind and loving to just looks totally beautiful. Crystalline structures very similar to what you have seen maybe some like really crazy snowflakes looking like in a picture. It's this interconnectivity throughout the water, like this whole network of information that's stored in a very visually beautiful way. Now, when you go and you look at the water that was frozen with the negative vibes, it just, I mean, it still looks kind of cool because water's cool and looking at anything under a microscope is kind of cool, but you can see it's very different. It's all broken apart. You can almost feel the bad energy that this water was given. It has just like broken bits, structures that began to form but never finished, and it would break off and try again somewhere else. Very interesting stuff. So if you like science like I like science, and that sounds interesting to you, go and check that out. But that is part of the basis of this video. But what this video is really about is, of course, about Moldavite and my mini obsession with it. So, a little bit of backstory. This last like week and a half here has just been fully cloudy and rainy. I've had no sun to be charging my Moldavite, and I've been kind of bummed out too. I really feel like our ecosystem is kind of connected to the weather in a pretty profound way that I think a lot of us actually do notice. I don't think it's something I have to tell you to check out. We feel this impactedness of it. And I feel like it's part of that collective consciousness that we are. It's the same kind of movement and energy kind of bouncing around itself. So that's something that I notice, is that I've been kind of down. Not necessarily negative, because I'm working a lot of positivity right now, but energy-wise, like in a sense, I guess you could just flat out say less motivated, you know? Almost like I feel this profound excuse to just relax and not do anything, which there's a time and place for it all, and I found really beautiful in a lot of ways. But my Moldavite has been struggling, and I talk with my Moldavite a lot, and I connect with it a lot. I love it so much, and I can feel that it's missing the sun. I really feel profoundly that it's been missing the sun. And I've been trying to work out different ways to charge it and whatnot, and I stumbled upon the idea of people, this is not necessarily to charge your Moldavite, but while I was looking for this, I found this article where this guy's talking about crystal-infused water. And it scratches the surface a lot of the science of, you know, positive vibes in water or like bad vibes in water and the kind of effect that it can have. So that being said, I found it very interesting. I read into it, I was looking into it and thinking, wow, this is pretty cool. It makes sense that if we can give our energy to water, of course something like Moldavite with such a high vibrational energy can impact it as well. And think about the way that it could impact the water. Water holds memory. Water is memory. So, here's what I thought was hilarious. I found out that the way that you do it is you put your Moldavite into, you know, like a glass cup or something of the sort, preferably filtered water, you know, all this stuff that everybody that likes this kind of information is into. And so you're going to use your filtered water, right? You're going to put the Moldavite in there, and then it says at the very end, after I'm reading this and getting all into it, I'm totally going to make Moldavite water. I'm totally going to do it. It says, put it in the sun. Put it in the sun. I said, what? Come on, man. And as I was like kind of sitting there defeated with my leg up on my desk, I was like, damn, you know, I would really love some sun right now. And I decided, let's be present with the moment. And I said, what do I really want? Do I want the sun? No, what I want is to just feel high vibe right now. I want to be in the moment. And so I turn and I pivot myself, and my window's over here, my desk here. I kind of do all my things in this space, of course, it's my room. But I'm looking out and I'm looking up at the clouds, and I close my eyes and I just become one with them. And I just kind of release and I go, I love the clouds right now. Like, it just feels so beautiful. And as I thought that, the clouds just opened up and this pillar of light shot directly on my windowsill. And I instantly was like, dude, this is my chance. So I ran and I got myself my little bottle that I drink out of here, filled it up with my water, and I put my Moldavite piece in here. Now, this is just earlier today. So this video is a lot of me winging it, by the way, as I tend to do. But so I put this in there and I run and I put it in the windowsill, and the sun lasts for about 2 hours. While that's happening, I'm getting some other things done. And I kind of did not feel like I was going to shoot any videos today, just kind of taking a chill one, you know, being there for me. And I walk by and I go, oh yeah, I'm making Moldavite water. And I picked this bad boy up and it was filled up to here. And I took a sip and it was ridiculous feeling. And like, I know I'm kind of a weirdo and like I really like this kind of stuff. So like, of course, we have our own impact on the way that things work and the way that they affect us. But I am telling you guys, it was almost exactly like those moments that Moldavite gives me of bliss when I'm following the right path and it's this electricity and love exploding throughout me. It was that, but I could feel it in the water touching my tongue, and as I swallowed it, it's like I got this weird clammy feeling, like almost like this nervous excitement. And then my stomach kind of felt upset, to be honest. It was like kind of like unsettled, like nerves and like butterflies. And then I was like, dude, I'm going for it. And I just started like chugging this water, and of course giving it my good vibes as well. That's a lot part of this. Just kind of, yeah, you go water. I love you so much. You're the best water I've ever had in my life. And as I'm doing that, I'm like drinking it, and I'm telling you guys, oh my gosh. Now, of course, my Moldavite has finally got some sun, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with this as well. But this water, it feels totally different and very similar at the same time to having and holding and being with your Moldavite as on like a necklace, for instance, or in your earrings or whatnot, right? This is a totally different feeling. It feels less like it's only happening in my heart and outside of me, which is what Moldavite, at least to me, is how I feel. It feels like this transformation and this kind of electric energy. I can feel it starting in my heart and then branching out, and I can feel this electricity outside around me coming onto my skin. That's how I feel. Drinking the Moldavite infused water, it feels like my body is not my body anymore. Like, I don't know how to explain it really, but it basically just feels like pretty good, I guess is the best way to put it. It feels electric. It feels like I'm standing here making a video about it now. That's, I guess, I mean, this just kind of happened, guys. You could probably sense my electricity right now. I'm having a good old time with myself. But it's awesome. It's awesome. And so I just wanted to put it out there because I know you guys like Moldavite too. Basically, all you do, you grab your container, your water, jar, whatever you like to drink out of. You put your water in it, your filtered water, blah, blah, blah. You put your Moldavite piece in there. You put it in the sun. You give it your good vibes. You give it an intention. To be honest, this is something I'm kind of figuring out now. Like, you can work through and with the Moldavite, with the water. To be honest, I just dropped the Moldavite in there and was like, screw it, let's see what happens, and put it in the sun and walked away. So that's why my mind is so blown, because I didn't put any intention or belief into this. I just took a sip and was like, whoa. And suddenly now I'm making this video and I'm feeling this electricity inside of me to like make a whole bunch more videos on Moldavite again. So there you have it, guys. Water has memory. If that's interesting to you, check that out. There's all kinds of different directions that information goes. It's really profound and powerful. It has to do with understanding like the difference between drinking like tap water and water that's alive, like water that's been moving, water that has the power of implosion instilled in it. That's a whole other topic. But Moldavite and water, in the sun. Guys, this is definitely how I'm starting my day, I tell you what. In the morning, I think I mentioned in other past videos to you guys that when I'm like getting ready, I basically give my Moldavite an hour in the sun every morning. And that's something that I still do. I'm just going to add it to some water as well and drink the water and then put my Moldavite on. Now, that being said, a lot of you have reached out to me and told me, because I keep saying I put my Moldavite in the sun, that it does, it can like kind of pull the green color out of it. It can fade. So I'm saying that so that other people hear that as well. To be flat out honest with you, I really don't care. I can tell my Moldavite likes it, and I can tell that my Moldavite feels good when I do that. And to be honest, I don't really care what color it is or if it fades. I just like when my Moldavite's happy, and it's kind of like the good old wife, you know? When the wife's happy, you're happy too. It doesn't matter to me what it looks like, but I'll let you know that if you want to like preserve that color. I have heard from others that it can fade. I haven't seen any fading in mine yet, but I'm sure that maybe over time, maybe I would, I don't know, but there's that little disclaimer for you, just note that. So, Moldavite water, guys, drink it, try it out, let me know. I know this is kind of strange, and that being said, I mean, you are watching videos on the power of crystals and other esoteric things like that, so maybe it doesn't sound too strange to you, but I'm pretty mind blown. Again, Moldavite continues to surprise me and blow the roof off of my brain. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I encourage you to definitely try this. I feel really good. I feel like I just did like a 6-hour Kundalini yoga session, basically. And I'm pretty happy because today didn't start that great. So thank you so much for watching. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.